My name is Icy Lopez, and these are my stripper stories.
What's up with it, Icy? Welcome to Stripper Stories. How you doing?
I'm scared. Come on. Let's
No,
go.
no reason to be scared. We just gonna go through there.
Take me through there.
Get your
Take me through
darkest
there.
secrets and skeletons. No, I'm just playing. Okay. So you're an ex dancer, right?
Yeah, I retired 6 years ago.
Okay. Right. What is your nationality?
Jamaica.
Jamaican. Right. What got you into dancing?
So I first started dancing at 15. I had ran away from home. I actually got kidnapped. So the only way to feed myself was to shake my ass in front of a bunch of dudes.
Wait, you got kidnapped? Hold on, right? There's a lot to unpack right here. You said you started dancing at 15 years old, right?
Yeah.
Is this a club in Dallas? You don't have to say the name.
No, I was in a whole nother state.
Okay, and they let you come in there at 15. How'd you get away with that?
It wasn't. So when I started dancing, we didn't do clubs. We did private parties.
Oh, okay, all right.
So basically, what the dudes would do is they would charge their homeboys to get in, and then we would make the tips.
Oh, okay.
But they would charge their homeboys anywhere from $20 to, I ain't gonna lie, sometimes $100.
Right.
But and we ate.
Right.
We ate nicely.
Were you still in school at this time?
Yeah.
Man, that's crazy.
Yeah, I graduated with a 3.8, top of my class.
That's wild. But okay, you said you got kidnapped.
Yeah, I did. I wanted to go back home and they would take me home. So I mean, the technical term is kidnap.
Oh, okay.
Some girls go for the glory. Some girls go for because they like the lifestyle. And some girls go because that's how they eat. I went because that's how I ate.
Right.
That's how I took care of myself.
What's the worst thing you've seen since dancing?
Lord. So one thing I want to say, there is no worse thing to see in dancing. Dancing is equivalent to the streets. It is the female trap. So you might see a shootout, as we saw at Black Orchid, when one of the dancers shot up the club. Real story, but we're not gonna mention no names. You might see the customers have a shootout and go back to Mexico or Jamaica and then come back next week because they paid the owners $5,000. It's like really, really, really risky. You may see some girls literally do some strange things for, you know what I'm saying, with some customers. But we're not gonna say no names because it's like in the strip club, we keep that a secret. Unless you're trying to snatch that customer.
What's the wildest thing you've seen a girl do in a club?
Why are you asking me that?
You ain't gotta say no names.
Rob somebody, literally, in the club and play crazy. And we literally saw it, especially at Black Orchid. We saw so many dudes get robbed in their face, in their section, with the same girls that they were tipping.
What do you feel like is good stripper etiquette?
Keep it business. Never personal. Keep it business. Make sure that you always are an entertainer and you're providing a fantasy. Make sure that you're giving somebody something they wouldn't get at the movie theater, at a play, or somebody who wouldn't get it at home. I've had dudes that literally just want to come to the club and talk. Like they literally will pay you to sit there and be their therapist.
Have you ever had a customer that you were scared of?
No, I'm a bully.
Right. So
and then I had the kick out boys. I had Weeda. I had my security. Who else I had? Oh, DGs definitely didn't play that. DGs still don't play that. So when girls, and I'm going to say this very, very clearly.
Mhm.
First of all, handle yourself accordingly. I hate to see girls like put themselves in man situations, especially as a dancer. We wear 6-inch heels. Like, girl, chill.
Right.
That's what the security is paid for. But especially like when you're choosing a club, choose a club that's going to make sure that you are protected and they respect you at all times because they understand that you are the brand.
Is there something that you did in the game that you said that you would never do?
Every day. Every day. I didn't want to be there.
Right.
I didn't want to be there. That's really where girls start doing alcohol, drugs. They're easily influenced. Like, these bills coming in, these kids got to be fed. That's why I said there's a difference between a girl who wants to be there and a girl that's going there to eat, and that's it.
Right. Have you ever got turned on dancing for anybody?
Hell yeah. Those were the best customers.
Right.
If I see a dude and he looks good, and I would normally talk to him in the streets anyway, that was easy money for me.
Right.
Easy picking. Like, come here, daddy. I knew all the words.
You say you're Jamaican.
Okay.
Do you have any other? Do you have an accent, a natural accent at all?
No.
No, not at
I'm
all.
from Oak Cliff. I'm from Keyspoke. I don't have an
Okay.
accent.
Do you feel like you being Jamaican or even telling the customer that like helped make you money in the club?
Of course. So, I don't know how it is now, but especially like when I was dancing, like who you were affiliated with or what you really represented and stood on made you a lot of money. Like, that's how I got my name Icy Lopez, because clearly I'm not Hispanic. But when I walked into DG's, I was already light skinned. And DG's did not hire, you know what I'm saying? So I had to walk in there with blonde hair. I had hazel contacts. And I learned very, very quickly who had the money. So once I understood who had the money, I catered to there. But then when I saw my Jamaicans, because Jamaican is pretty much all nationalities. You can see a Chinese and a Jamaican, a black Jamaican, like they're everywhere. It's an island. It's Caribbean. A lot of people stick very, very close to their culture in their hood. But like I said, you actually have to, when you're dancing, provide a fantasy. You have to provide the entertainment. So if that's what you are, you have to play to your attributes.
Did you enjoy getting naked?
No.
Not at all.
No. I hated it. That's why I drank so much.
Right.
But we just used to get paid to drink. I remember when the Cowboys used to come to DG's. This is when they had like the VIP. Like, we used to literally get paid $60 per shot. You take a shot, that's $60.
Yeah, no, that's good.
Great. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It was about the entertainment. I literally had an argument today when someone said, strippers have low confidence. I'm like, bro, do you know how we bullied each other in the dressing room?
Yeah, let's talk about the dressing room.
No. That's what a real scoop is.
That's where the real tea is. I got a cup.
My cup is empty.
Tell us.
Come on.
Tell us about the locker room. What goes down? What kind of things do you see in the locker room?
You don't see anything X-rated, but you see all the mess, all the fights, all the gossip. If you are smart, you just shut up and listen to everybody. They will tell you who has the money, when they come in, when they leave, what they're spending money on. And like some girls, for some of the artists, like they used to go to their sprinter runs and do a little quickie, and the managers used to get their pay cut, and the girls got paid. So you kind of see like how they really make their money. But if you're smart, you will shut up and listen. In the dressing room.
Were you the type of girl that, you were prepared before you got to work, you got there, changed, went on the floor, or did you
Hell no.
get ready at the club?
I was never ready. I really like when I danced, it was like a family. Cause like I told you, like I was not one of them girls who highlighted dancing. I hated it. I literally hated it. But when I tell you, like some of my friends today, when they say customers, but I say my friends. Like I still see them today. We still hang out at the club. I can still say, hey, you going to DG's or you going to Understand even open no more. But like I can ask them, like, are you still going to the club? And they say, yeah. And they'll be like, come on, like I got you. I got your drinks. And a lot of the girls, like I made a family at the club. They were my family. So when I saw them, it was just like a job for me. It was a regular 9 to 5 job.
Did dancing ever affect like your sex life?
Yes.
Can you break it down? Like,
so I always tell people I had this Disney. I watch a lot of Disney Channel. So I always had this picture perfect, like husband, wife, kids. If you have an argument, you talk to each other, blah, 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 blah. But dancing, I literally saw how much things happen underneath that, how much things were excused because people wanted a relationship. Like they would come, some girls would come to work and they would be beat up. Like literally beat up, but they loved this dude. They loved him so much. They wanted the relationship, and then he was a popping dude that everybody wanted. So they tolerated it. Right. I never saw that before I was in the strip club. Only thing I knew was husband, wife, kids. Right. So in a strip club, and then even that, like we used to talk to customers, and like I said, sometimes we just got paid to just sit there and talk to customers. They talk so much shit. Excuse me. They talk so much mess about their wives, their girlfriends. And I'm like, damn, I never want to be her. Right. Never.
So you kind of, just seeing it from that. Yeah, I can understand that. That makes sense. Is there something that strippers live by that the customer doesn't know about? Like something they might say in the dressing room.
I mean, when I was dancing, it was money first. Right. Like we literally did not like that girl. But if the customer wanted both of us at the table, money first. Business. Money first. Customers didn't understand that. And customers used to just think that we didn't know that. Customers always feel like strippers just want sex. Like we're sexual beings. And I'm just like, bro, you don't even go home and do nothing with your girlfriend, your side girl, or you come here and do nothing. The only thing we're here to do, and that's why I'm very, very high on, this is the entertainment. This is a fantasy. At this point, we're in the movie theater. Naked. Halftime. Because when I was dancing, it was still, you either worked at a topless bar or a fully clothed bar, which basically means you can either take your top off or you weren't taking nothing off. And then when I was dancing, like, you couldn't touch the customer. You couldn't. You had to dance 3 feet. Like the raids that they used to have at the club was the exact same feeling that the raids they have at the trap house. Like girls literally got charges for sexual conduct. They literally went on a record and ruined their whole career. They're nursing, they're ruining them. I know so many girls who will literally take care of their mama, their daddy, and everything. But when they put them charges on you, and then like it was, that's the name of them, Vice.
Yeah, Vice. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I actually got a charge.
Damn.
Don't laugh. But I actually got a charge. So I was dancing in Oak Cliff. because I went to school. I'm not gonna put my college out there like that, but I actually went to college, and I was dancing on the weekend to pay tuition, pay my because a lot of girls that's what we did.
Right.
We danced on the weekend because it was like we were making almost like $5,000 on the weekend. Who went? An underground club is $5,000. The real club, baby, if you worked at a real club with the Cowboys, the Mavericks, when they were actually able to go to the strip club and it actually be a secret, you made bank because the money was in the secrecy. The money is always in the secrecy. Anyway, and I'll never forget this. And I'm from Oak Cliff, so of course I was dancing at an underground club in Oak Cliff. Vice literally, and I literally, if I ever see his face, I'm gonna fight him on sight. So he literally asked me for a solicitation of prostitution. Solicitation of prostitution is a major charge. And I told him no. I literally told him no. I talk shit, pop that shit, because I was popping my shit then. I was 18, hot and fresh. I'm yellow. What? I'm a college student. You want to do what? You don't even have enough money to touch me. I'm barely dancing for you. So I want to say 1 hour later. So this club was set up to where like the main stage was right by the door. So all of a sudden I hear a boom, 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 boom. Like I'm telling you, it's literally like somebody hitting a trap. They was boom, 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 boom. And when they bust in there, when I tell you they took every customer, every girl down. Because first of all, it's an illegal club. You have to know what your club is. If your club is licensed, a lot of clubs get hit. And there is one club today that's getting hit repeatedly because their licenses are together.
Right. We know that club.
But please understand, if you're working at a club and their licenses are together, you're going to take that charge. You're going to take that charge.
So what happened when you received this charge?
They just got me for disorderly conduct.
Okay.
Because I didn't do anything.
Right.
But I was dancing at a club that didn't have a SOB license.
Right.
A sexually orientated business license. Make sure your club has that. So they hold me for 24 hours. I bonded out, of course, because I was making money then. So of course. So I went, bonded out, and then I didn't have no charges. So I paid a lawyer and got it expunged.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, I don't tell nobody. Oh my bad. I told everybody.
Right. Have you ever gotten in a fight with a dancer?
Not y'all ask me that. I got invited for dances all the time. Every day.
Right.
It was
Give us a story. A stripper story.
I'm gonna give y'all two stories.
Yay.
One story was me and this girl was really, really close. But all of a sudden, every time I started hearing my name, I hear my name. But I was there at the club before she was.
What's her name?
She,
You ain't
I don't know, but she got grandchildren. I don't. So I kind of part ways with her, but she still felt some type of way. But me and her, since we danced so close, and this is the hard thing, because dancers actually dance. In my days, we danced in groups. It was like literally a wolf hunt. If my customer was mad at me, I'm going to send my friend. Niggas love friends. Am I lying? Dudes love friends. I'm mad at him. Let me make you seem like I'm mad at you. And we gonna bust this money down. Because I know what he gonna spend tonight. So that's how we operate. But when you're really mad at people, dudes literally used to come in there and pay strippers just to see them fight. They literally used to throw money in the air and watch them scramble on the floor and call it chicken feed. Like literally chicken feed. That's why I never understood why dancers scrambled on the floor for ones. Like it was literally entertainment for them. And there's other ways that you can. Anyway, So me and this girl fell out. Just locker room. That's where all the fights go down. Locker room. I was getting dressed, and she felt some type of way. She threw my stuff, and like I hit her.
Oh, so you threw the first punch.
Of course, you threw my shit.
I'm just asking.
Yeah, I threw. And just so happened I still had my keys in my hand. So when I hit her, her blonde hair was red. And I had to leave because at this point, your head is busted and this is now a felony. So I had to go home. But they said they was gonna come to my house, but I mean, you still have to know the laws. I don't understand why girls don't dance and they don't know the laws. You still have to be smart. I really tell girls, please be smart. Don't just be in the streets. Please get an education. If you don't want to get an education, get a job. Just know laws. One thing that my dude know, and shout out to West Dallas because that's my second home. Because I thought when I was dancing, you couldn't tell me nothing. I thought I was a real trapper. You couldn't tell me nothing. But my West Dallas dude told me one thing, and it stuck into me. It stuck in my head. He said, if I go to jail and you got a record, who gonna come bum me out? And I was like, damn. That made sense. Because how I'm going to visit you? How I'm going to write you? How I'm going to do anything if I have a felony case myself? So that's why I always keep myself clean. So I know like a lot of popular girls go to the feds, but baby, that wasn't a life for me because at the same time, we are women. We are supposed to take care of our men. I think some people like to let the lifestyle take control of them instead of them taking control of the lifestyle.
Has anyone ever offered you something else instead of money for a payment for dancing?
Yes. And I took it.
Okay.
So my whole rule of thumb is a fair exchange is never robbery. I've got jobs, cars, they've opened doors to where I wouldn't have necessarily been at that young age because like I said, I didn't have any family. The club was my family. So it's a different type of feeling. So yeah, I took it. Of course I did. And it paid off. Sometimes money is not the only
way to get paid, man. Say that.
You have to be smarter. You got to be smarter than that. Got to be a little bit quicker than that.
Right. What's your thoughts on Pimps?
I love them.
Okay.
I love them. I actually love them. Like not gonna go into detail, but a lot of girls, like I said, I was fortunate enough to be smart enough to manage myself.
Right.
Because I told you I hit it at 15. So I literally have been I literally danced from 15. Y'all don't shoot me because my 15 to 35. Right. So I was able to manage myself. But I went through stuff I shouldn't have not been through had I had family or friends or a support system or somebody to tell me, don't do that dumbass shit. Carry yourself like a lady. Manage your money like this. But you have to understand, people say pimps, but I like money manager. And they literally were my best friends when I was working in the club because they had girls, like I literally know girls who literally got their bachelor's degree, their doctor's degree. They're doing way better than the girls who got boyfriends. Like they have houses, they have savings, their kids have trust. So for me, titles are just titles. You have to have a plan.
Would you ever talk to a money manager?
I got a baby by 2.
So did I'll ask you this question. Did you ever help them in their endeavors? Like
yes.
Okay.
So I went to school in Grambling. Ooh, I'm telling my. I thought you knew, bitch. No, but I've always helped because I always believe that a woman is a man's helper, no matter what he's going through. And then I was young and dumb. Like we're not gonna sugarcoat that. I was young and dumb. But his money was always my money. So I'm not gonna not help you make no motherfucker. I'm not gonna not help you make money. And then the girls, like, they needed, like, bro, they didn't have nothing. They literally reminded me of me. So I took them in, helped them, clothed them, you know what I'm saying, and made sure they were safe. Because, like, you don't know how many girls come up missing. How many girls are brutally raped, gang raped. How many girls are way worse on girls than men.
Mm-hmm. So you're saying
Girls say like stuff about men, but girls treat other women like pure trash. I don't even know what to say. The women in what they call it, empowerment, it no longer exists.
Why do you feel that it's like that? Like, girl, I've heard that before. You're not the only girl to say something like that.
So I see posts that say, there's a million men out here, blue, blue, blue. But if you honestly do the statistics, there's literally 15 men to every one woman in Dallas. And that's just the men versus women. That's not how many of them prefer a man. Mm-hmm. That's not how many men are actually taken. So our selection for men, it's a whole competition. And women want to be loved. They've seen it. Or they didn't see it. They need it. They need it. They want to feel secure. They want to be loved. They want to be secure. They want to know that, like, when I'm out here and I'm dancing for this dude and lying to him, telling him, oh, yeah, daddy. Yeah, I like this. They want to know that at the end of the day, somebody thinks that they're valuable. And guess what? Money managers do that. That's why they always win. Because their daddy didn't. Still do the statistic. How many fatherless homes, and I'm not going to say any colors, because you can say all across the world, how many fatherless homes are there? They haven't had a man influence.
Do you believe there's a such thing as my customer?
Yes. The hell? Mine.
Right. So have you ever fought somebody like
I did. A lot of times.
Right. Don't be coming up to my customer like, what you doing? Like,
no, I looked at him crazy. Check her.
Right.
Because even strip club relationships with customers that's been your long time customers, it's almost like a living relationship outside the strip club. Especially if you're not. Yeah. A parking lot. That's what the parking lot was for. That's not the dressing room. That was a parking lot. Because we couldn't fight in the dressing room, but meet me outside.
Right. Have you ever fell for a customer?
I got a baby about one. And I taught him you a better trick than the father. But I mean, hey, it is what it is. I want to whisper that.
We heard it. What do you say if, like, there's this person who might come to the club that's been tipping you coming in there, but then the next time they come in there, they decide they want to tip her over there. Do you make a fuss or do you let it ride?
I let it ride. Because at this point, like, I'm not your wife. I'm not your girlfriend. At this point, you just got tired of me. My time is up. Clearly, I did something that is no longer interesting for you. So either I need to up my game and play what nowadays is poly, which is, I hate people with these titles. I need to either play my game, but that's why you always make friends with your fellow dancers. Because they're going to tell you what that dude said about you. And there were literally dudes that came in there just to do that because they were mad at you and they want y'all to fight.
So speaking on that, do you believe that you can make real friends in a strip club?
Yeah, I love my girls.
Other dancers?
Yeah, I love my girls. Those are the best friends I have. Only because, like, I've fought them, I've loved them. Those are the closest friends I have.
You said you fought them.
Yeah, I fought them. Matter of fact, one of my friends, we were at it was Black Orchid then. Me and her were in a heated argument, and I literally said, "Girl," and I literally pushed her, and she pushed me, and I was like, "Girl, I'm finna beat you up. And somebody had a coat in between us. And they were like, can I get my coat? And me and her both turned around and like, bitch, don't get beat up. Like at that instant, we were synced because we're fighting, but we don't like you.
Right. Yeah, said
So
at the same time.
At the same time, and it was so funny. Like I literally had a girl who was so mad at me because she thought that I snuck I told her dude something, and now he's in a relationship with somebody else. And I'm just like, girl, I didn't instigate that. I love this girl. I love you, but you did that. They think that things are not going to get past the club, but the club is just the club. But the club is full of gossip. The club used to be, like I said, the trap. If you want to know who got what, what's the latest doing, what's the latest music, who's the hottest stripper, what's the latest, who's the prettiest stripper, because we got London, we got Tori Braxton that came out of Dallas. She used to strip at DG's. I got Bubbles. Her name was Bubbles. So like we have like major girls who came out the strip club and literally left the strip club and made a real life. But if you ask me personally, I don't think they would have been who they were without being in the strip club. Because even Raven, and she's a major model now. And I remember her, she was so sweet. She was so sweet. She used to mess with my Jamaicans. When I say mess with them, like she used to talk to them. It was like be me, her. And one day I was just having a bad day. I was just ugly that day. But she never flinched because she knew she loved me. And she was sitting literally with a cowboy player, and I was the only girl she lit at the table. And they spent 5 bands with me. She didn't dance. She didn't do nothing. Like she didn't do nothing. So that's why I tell people, like, baby, it's about relationships. You have to build relationships with people. It's mandatory.
Is
Come
it
on.
true that them friend groups in the strip club be hunching on each other?
I got stuck for a minute. So there's different kind of friend groups in the strip club. You just got to know what friend group you're associated with. There were the hustlers. There were the girls that came. I mean, there were the girls who, like I know one. I don't know how to say this without, but J Mafia was a very, very prominent. Like his girls, they were his girls, and they literally made a stamp. So you had little cliques. That's what I'm gonna say. Cliques in the strip club. J Mafia was a money clique. You had girls that just literally, you knew they really wasn't friends because if that dude came in with, and she wasn't there, she was gonna take his money. But you did have girls that was there because, like, hey, this is a lot of girls, this is a lot of cat, and they literally like to play with cat, especially in clubs like Black Orchid, Dallas Cabaret South, Dallas North, the nude clubs. The nude clubs are really, really, really explicit. That's where you saw that's when it got really, really dirty. It really, really grimy. When they started pushing girls to be naked for nothing.
Stage 2, take off everything.
Yeah! Take it out. But that's when you really saw it because, like, you have to understand, a lot of girls were not, because of their background, they literally like girls. And a lot of that stuff you would have saw in the VIP, and that's why the VIP was so nasty. But even if you didn't see it in the VIP, trust me, whatever them girls did, guess what? The customer was coming back and telling everybody.
So you knew who was that girl that was doing all that?
Yes.
Do you feel like every woman has a price?
Yes. That's even in the strip club, outside the strip club. Every woman has a price.
So, when you're sitting down with like customers, right? a guy, he might tell you what he's on. Like, baby, this guy, he might be a P, he might be a hustler, he might be a killer, right? You get all that type of stuff, right?
So we deal, and that's what I literally had an argument with one of your interviewees. But we deal with different type of dudes. And that's why I hate for people to get in their head that the only people that come to the strip club are street people. 9.5 times out of 10, your judges, your deacons, your pastors, your police officers, your teachers, your coaches are at the strip club.
Right.
They're going to give a girl a price. And if a girl, you knew the girls, if they're going to go for $100, $200, or even blinds, shit, I done it. Y'all hear that? But like, it was just certain celebrities that came to the club, and you already knew what they were looking for, what time, especially if they came on day shift or night shift, what they were looking for and how much they were paying. You knew from the time they walked in the door. You knew which girls were over there and how much they were going for. So yes. Every girl has a price.
Right. What was your favorite night shift or day shift?
Black Orchid.
Right. Yeah. Night.
Oh, no. I lied. Peeping Toms. Peeping Toms was the hood. And that's how I'm telling my age. But I did like Black Orchid. But Peeping Toms, that's when I think that's when I learned. That's when I met DJ Papa Run. So I would always tell every girl to like really build a relationship with your DJs. Okay. Your DJs and your promoters. Because they're going to know where the money is. And then always have a waitress on your team. Because guess what? She has to get the ones.
Yes.
So why would you fight them?
Right. That makes sense. Is there any more advice that you would give to an up-and-coming dancer?
Get in, get out.
Right.
Get in, get out.
But it's so hard to get out, right? Like, it's like, that's why they call it the trap.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Yeah. But you have to have a plan.
So how do you've gotten out. So what was the hardest part about getting out?
It's still very, very hard to convert to like people telling me no. I'm not used to that. Right. Or people telling me to wait. Or having somebody to decide if I'm okay to be at this establishment. Or listen to people with their mediocre stuff, or having people talk down on people who have to live their lifestyle. Like that, and I have to bite my tongue. So my attitude is really, really bad. A lot of times the club gives you a privilege, especially. I was just working at the minor clubs. I never wanted to be like at a major club or a major dancer, like the Pole Assassins, the Gucci's, those are major dancers that literally like they wanted to do this and they made a name for themselves. The Jades, they made a name for themselves and they did it very, very classy and very, very well. Butterfly Rogers, like they did an amazing job. So I give them props, but it's just hard to come from making, I need some new shoes, or I want some new shoes, and them $300, I'm gonna go to work and I'm gonna make it. To go into a job and them telling you like, hey, you ain't gonna make that, you ain't gonna see that $300 till Friday. Right. So girls started doing lashes and hair, but I mean, if you have not built that clientele, then it's kind of hard. But that's why we said we have Glam, and shout out to Glam because she's done an amazing job with her dances and her performances. There's a lot of girls who've actually been able to transform, but I think that needs to be actually studied because it's really, really hard to going from being a dancer to working a 9-to-5 and having people look down on you because that's what you used to do. I retired 6 years ago and I still have to live with it every day.
Right. And who's telling you this? Like it's your family?
Right. Family are the biggest critics.
And then I'm sure once you were doing
and then even when you're in a relationship, It's like family. And then even when you get a dude, oh, you used to dance. I literally stopped dancing 3 times when I got with a dude. And it turned out to be trans because they was like, oh, my dudes can come in there and they can give you $1. And you're going to shake it. They can touch on you and feel on you. Like, that's the most degrading thing in the world. To love somebody and them to feel like you're worth nothing but 4 quarters. And then have to transition to that to be a wife or a mom or a businesswoman. Like, I went to DG's and I saw Kiki Badass. And she was just like, I was like, dang, girl, you still here? What are you doing? And she was like, no, I just came for Christmas because I needed some extra money. Mind you, she's banging. Body tea, like real smart, pretty. And she was like, I just need money for my kids. And it's just like, it's just hard because she doesn't want to be there. But she needs the money. And the job isn't paying it. Because she has a really good job. I'm not gonna tell you what she do, but she's in the medical field. And they pay her a lot. They pay her a nice little money.
But nowadays, the economy so bad that you still need that extra. Got to get it at all times, right?
Yeah, and like people die. People think that just like somebody bro, I'm still arguing with him. I'm probably gonna argue with him when I leave here. They think that like all girls like they're the father of the child or drug dealers or trappers or whatever. But you don't understand. Sometimes people father of the child die.
Right, that's true.
Then what you do? You don't have that support.
Yeah, or shit get locked up, or you know what I'm saying? It's
or they fall on hard times.
Right, they fall on hard times. They ain't they were on when you met them, and then they fall off, or
or they just don't have a job right now.
Right.
They don't, or like the income they're making is not taking care of the home. Like I go to church, so one of my pastor was just like him and his wife had to like literally stay with his mom or her mom, not his mom, her mom, for 6 months because they weren't making the money.
Right.
So I don't understand why people talk down on people that's literally just trying to live. And then I miss when the strip club did not, and I'm going to say this very, very clearly. I miss when the strip club had no girls, unescorted, and no cameras. That's when we saw the most money because it was a secret. Anything that is a secret is top dollar. Yeah. When it comes for everybody, like Family Dollar, that's when the money stops. And that's why, I ain't gonna lie, that's why I quit. Because what? I went from making almost a bad night was $800. Mm-hmm. A really bad night was $400. But I went from making that to a good night being $400 and $800. And I'm just like, bro, like, this is crazy. Yeah. And you paying the club, and then like the clubs used to just charge you like $20, $30, like come work. They actually appreciated their dancers. Now it's just like you paying almost $200 to work.
Right, they looking at the dancers for money.
Yes. So that's what I'm saying. Like when people say pimping, I'm like, bro, the club is pimping us. It's $200 to work. We get a house mama $50. It don't need no lashes. Don't need no lotion. Don't need nothing. Don't need nothing that you think that you're paying for. Because guess what? That's gonna come out your pocket. By the end of the night, after you calculate everything, you're going home with $200. Unless it's a good night. Because I've been to some of these clubs and I just worked I walked around them and they're not making any money.
Yeah, and then they're hiring anybody.
Yeah. Yeah. I remember when, if you were a Onyx girl, you were a Onyx girl, you were branded. And that's why I feel like it's very, 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 very important to brand yourself. Like Buns, Nina Loretta, let me see, Buns, Nina Loretta. Like, I just know those two off the top of my head. Pressure Pack, Moet, of course, Angel White. But I didn't want to go through your history. But like, it's very, 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 very important to bring yourself. So DG's girls were DG's girls. As soon as you heard the name, you knew exactly what club she was, and you knew exactly what day she was working. Like for me, when I was working, I literally had my DJs, Jack Frost, DJ Tuss, Papa Run. Like I can go on and on and on. I'm missing a whole lot of them because I'm just rambling. But those DJs knew what song I wanted to hear. So even if I did not hear my name, when I heard the song, that was my song. And we used to fight. Now that you would get your head busted on dancing for my song.
Yeah, dancing.
No, I'm pull you off stage. There's literally been girls that literally, if you play their song, they're getting on stage anyway.
Right.
This is my song. So when the customers hear that song, like mine was, because I'm icy. So all my songs were icy. All my songs was Gucci. So if you heard anything about Icy or Gucci or Charlie Boy, it was me. You didn't have to like look up or hear the DJ say my name. But what I was doing was getting your sensors to where even if you weren't in the strip club, if you heard this on the radio,
you were thinking about me.
You were thinking about me.
Right.
Mind games.
So yeah, you better get your ass off the stage.
Yeah, come on. That's me.
Right. Man, actually, this has been a real pleasure sitting down with you. I know they're gonna want to see you again because
now they don't need to see me no more.
Because you tell them like it is, and you know.
No. I ain't said everything because, like, I mean, one thing I do want to make sure that I really, really tell everybody: please network when you're in the club. If you're in the club, network with the DJs, the promoters, like real life street stars, because y'all spend so much money with dancers. Right. Y'all haven't asked them for nothing. Y'all just asked them to show up and like promote. Some people think promoting is like so tedious, but like you have to show love to people who show love to you. So if you show love to people who show love to you, like we used to have BTB there, Bonsai, like bro, I cannot tell you like how much money they spent. BTB, Break the Bank, Willie C, Keith, rest in peace, Keith. Bro, like they on day shift at DG's, they used to throw like almost 10 bands. They didn't have to worry about VIP, they didn't have to worry about nothing. The customers, like Legends, Club Legends, shout out to Jock in Duncanville, like before he was Club Legends, like bro, he's coming to DG's and like the managers already know, give him 40 shots of Patron at a discount prices. It's just like people want discount prices, but your money ain't looking like that. I really, really want like people to understand, please network and spend money with your people because money has to circulate. If you take your money and take it out of your circle, somebody's gonna miss. And if they miss, it's just like dominoes. Like when you line them up, when you hit one, if one of them is out of place, you stop the flow. Yeah. So you got to.
Yeah, right. Man, you said something right there because we be missing sometimes. We do be missing, like,
and it only take one.
Right. Thanks. Well, Icy, man, it's been great talking to you. And,
barely. Nah, I love y'all. I love y'all.
And we will,
especially Angel White, even though she's trying to be so shy with her, because she was the first person to put me in videos because I was so camera shy. But like when your people call you to do something,
you do it.
Do it.
Right.
Do it. Even if you have no experience, just go do it because they love you. They might see something in you that you've never seen in yourself. Just do it. Thanks. And I love y'all.
Already.
Oh, and guess what? Spy home, bitches.